Very good morning, children. Uh, till now, you learned about your body, that is sense organs, how they function, then structure, all that we have discussed. Today, we are going to discuss about something interesting topic. Also, behavior. So, animal behavior. How do they behave? So, you will be observing so many things in your surroundings. Ants moving in a row. Monkeys in groups, you might have observed. Is it clear to you? Apart from that, crows, how they interact with each other, dogs barking, angry in angry mode or happy mode. So pet animals, you might have observed in your houses if anyone is having pet animals. So all that is about the animal behavior. Is it clear to you? So now some pictures which are given in the textbook I would like to show you, and you please give the answers. This picture you might have observed, so many ants collecting food, apple, maybe a fruit. So they are going to collect the food. Is it clear to you? Then here you may be observing butterfly fluttering on the plants. Then chimpanzee, how relaxing it is sitting, sleeping, or playing, like you can observe. And feeding the young ones. Feeding the young ones here, you can observe. Is it clear to you? Then weaver bird, how it is helping this bird to weave its nest. Is it clear to you? So let us learn all the things. So animal behavior, yeah, what is meant by animal behavior, then what is the use, then how many types are there, all that we are going to discuss. So whatever the pictures you have observed, what they are going to tell, make you to understand means fluttering fluttering of butterfly, so in search of nectar, then ants collecting food, then relaxing chimpanzee you observed, then nestling, all these you have observed, children. So let us try to understand these animals, how scientifically they are going to be interacting with the environment, that is abiotic environment, and what is the use, all that we are going to discuss in this lesson, animal behavior. So now what is meant by animal behavior means it is a scientific study. So what we are going to learn in that living organisms which are living in one habitat, and only one type of organisms we are not going to observe. So different groups of organisms we are going to observe in one habitat. For example, if you take a forest ecosystem, in that you are going to observe herbivorous animals, then carnivorous animals, again different varieties of carnivorous animals you can observe. So that groups, how they are going to interact with each other. So to get food, or to in search of mates, in search of shelter, they are going to interact, and they are going to show some kind of behavior. That one, it is called animal behavior. So this scientific animal behavior is a scientific study where we are going to learn about these animals which are going to respond to the different kinds of external stimuli and internal stimuli. So external stimuli means what? Suppose if any change is going to happen in our surroundings. Okay. So what we will do, for example, if you are keenly listening to the lesson, if Aya comes, what you will do? You are going to turn to the door. Is it not, children? So that is one kind of behavior. So coming some stranger is external stimuli. You are going to show the response. Suppose you will be walking on the road. If any dog is back of you, so what you will do? So back looking very much ferocious dog coming back of you is said to be external stimuli, and your running away is said to be response. Is it clear to children? So here that changes whichever are happening in our surroundings, we are going to show actions according to that one. So that one we call it as an external stimuli. Whereas internal stimuli means what? Feeling pain, stomach pain or hungry. Is it clear to you? So or happiness. For example, hungry. If you are very much hungry, so after schooling, you'll go to home. For example, if you take, so your mother may be preparing the dish which you like most. So what will be your feelings for that? Yes, something my mother is preparing. Immediately you'll go to kitchen and you will ask your mother, yes, I like it. I'm feeling very much hungry, like that. So that is internal feeling. So internal stimuli. So you are going to act according to that. So all that we are going to learn how these animals are behaving in a group or in the habitat. So that interaction we are going to discuss in this lesson. So this study of animal behavior is called as a branch of biology, where you are going to learn about this animal behavior is called as a ethology. So ethology means what? Study of that to scientific study of animal behavior. Scientific study of animal behavior. So this ethology is said to be the scientific study of animal behavior. So what is the use of learning about this? Studying about this means we can observe the different groups or species of animals, how they are going to interact with each other in the natural world. Is it clear to you? Even human behavior is also, that is little bit different, complex from other organisms. Is it clear to children? So in this class we are going to learn about the different types of animal behavior. Animal behavior is going to help the organisms in different ways, children. So first primary use is said to be getting food. That is search of food, in search of food. So they are moving from one place to another place. If you observe our National Geographic channel, you can see how these predator animals are going to wait for the prey. Is it not? Apart from that, grazing animals also, how wherever they find grass, they will be moving. So that we can observe. So for getting food, this animal we can study actually. So getting food and in search of mate, in search of a mates means opposite gender. So it helps for reproduction also. Then for having shelter, or another important point for protection. For protection means they have to avoid the dangerous situations. Is it clear to you? So if any if deer is going to eat somewhere else, if lion is chasing it, means what it will do? It is not going to ask, please come and eat. So what it will do? It is going to run away from that. So that for protection, these different kinds of changes whichever are happening, so all that are going to help because of studying about the animal behavior. Is it clear to children? So all these different situations, the organisms are going to act in a different way. So that we are going to learn now in this class. There are different types of animal behaviors studied by the scientists, by my organisms and human beings, children. So as a whole, to study animal behavior, entire world, it is difficult. So this researchers, what they have done means they have divided the animal behavior in 4 types. 4 types. Broadly it is divided into 4 types of animal behavior that organisms are going to exhibit. So what are those four types of animal behavior? First one is said to be instinct. Second one, imprinting. Third one, imitation. And fourth one, conditioning. So the researchers, the scientists have divided this animal behavior in four groups: instinct, imprinting, imitation, conditioning. So let us learn taking some examples of instinct behavior, imprinting or imitation or conditioning. First we learn about instinct. So this instinct behavior is a complex behavior. Complex behavior. So many skills we are going to show here. Then it is not learned. Instinct behavior is not learned behavior. We learned it by birth only. Is it clear to you? It is not learned behavior, and it is a complex behavior. So here, like for examples, if you take, no one taught a fish to swim in water. Is it not, children? If you touch a hot object, what you are going to do? You are going to remove your hand from that. So afterwards, you are not going to touch hot object forever. Is it clear to you? Or you use some aid to touch the or remove the hot objects. Is it not, children? So this instinct behavior is a complex behavior, and it is not learned. By birth only we are going to get it. Examples for instinct behavior are making nest by birds, and choosing mates, choosing mates means by us also, friends. It is very difficult. Good friends we have to select. Then forming groups. Forming groups. So if you observe that Animal Planet or National Geographic channel, so you will be observing animals moving in groups, lions, then all tigers or deers move in groups. So if it is observed there like that, the animals feel that they are in safe side. Is it clear to you? So forming groups, that were what for it is going to help? It helps for protection. It helps for protection. And some kind of reflexes also, children. So what is meant by reflex action? Reflexes. Reflexes means sudden involuntary actions which are exhibited by any living organism. So such type of actions which are exhibited suddenly without the knowledge or without the involvement of brain. So that one we call it as the reflexes simply, or reflex actions. So what is the meaning of reflexes? Sudden involuntary actions which are exhibited by the organisms without the involvement of brain. So such type of actions are called as reflex actions. Okay, examples please can you give? So what are the examples for reflex actions means? If anyone, if we see a bright object continuously, what we will do? After some time we will move our eyes. Is it clear to you? Apart from that, if anyone comes to hit you, so you are going to keep your hand against that action. Is it clear to you? So such type of actions are called as reflex actions. So these reflex actions are also an example for instinct behavior which is going to protect all the living organisms. Is it clear to you? Remember, this point is very important. So, institutional instinctual behavior, not institutional, instinct behavior, whichever is exhibited by all living organisms, is not learned behavior. You may get doubt. So, next if we go, you will get. So, you want to become a singer means you have to learn. Is it clear to you? But showing some actions like this, choosing mates or making nests or forming group or reflex actions, whatever we are going to exhibit, all that are not learned and they are more complex behaviors. So till now we learned about what is animal behavior, then how many types of behaviors are there, and instinct behavior with some examples we learned. Remaining we learn tomorrow.